So guys, it would seem like Ranged Captain isn't going to be coming until June 16th of 2025, which is basically a good month and like 10 plus days from now, which is kind of stupid. I actually wanted to get my hands on trying out Nodt in Ranged Captain Guild Quest, so rather than wait that long, we're just going to go ahead and showcase him now because I feel like he needs to be talked about, so yeah. We're back with yet another Bleach Brave Souls video, and it is now time to showcase the Magic Society Nodt. Really happy that this guy got a seasonal version. It means that we're going to be getting more seasonal Quincy's in the future outside of the Bambis, and it's a nice take. I like his design a lot. As an Nodt fan, I definitely approve of this by far. Now, the only sucky thing about this character is that he is a normal attacking character, so like not a lot of people are going to enjoy this type of playstyle from a character, but I'm gonna keep it a whole buck with you. Giselle is easily the best in Banner to get SP-wise and is the most fun to use out of all three of the characters. And if you do not have an up-to-date main lead for Melee Soul Reaper, nor do you have like Max Transcendent True Shikai, Unohana, with Tenjiro, blah 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 blah, Giselle is a great character to go ahead and pick up. But this guy, if you guys ask me, in the long run, I think he's going to age better value-wise. Why do I say this? Well, he is the very first ever character to be able to buff and debuff on all of his strong attacks, mainly the SA2 and the SA3. Now, we have gotten characters that can simultaneously buff and debuff who were SP characters, but that was only from the EX move alone, and you can only use that once every 60 seconds, whereas this guy, it's a character that will be able to do it just through the strong attacks, and most importantly, he is a normal attacking character. So this should go without saying that Nodt is going to be replacing both Segunda Etapa Ulquiorra and the Christmas Neliel for Ranged Captain Guild Quest. And let's say you guys decide to use this character as an off-killer booster, and you do not have the likes of Christmas Gremmy, which provides a higher boosting value, well, this guy is going to be just that. A great supporting character that you guys want to bring, and I do value this guy's utility a lot. And I'm gonna be honest with the fact that this guy has very long cooldowns on both of his SA2 and the SA3. It just means that this guy is going to be very consistent with his normal attacks. Like, the only time he'll ever use more than a strong attack is just going to be through the SA1, and it's going to be like every 8 or so seconds. So yes, this guy is going to be the second most consistent normal attacking character that we have in the game, which is going to be insane. It's crazy. I cannot wait to see how he does in Ranged Captain. But anywho, taking a look at everything else, he has Paralysis plus via the normal attacks, the SA1, and the Soul Bomb, and does have innate abilities of Spurn plus 1, long reach of 20%, and does have Sharpshooter, which is nullify range resistance, and having Guard Break, just from the innate ability. What about the rest? Here's what he picked up. He has an 80% Bruiser, Flurry plus 1, Flurry plus 2 in Guild Quests, Enhancer, Diminisher, so his debuff will last for like a little bit longer, although I just feel like it's a bit of a wasted skill because it only affects one wave of enemies, and you do clean out the enemy mobs within seconds, so that could have easily been replaced for something else. Range damage of 10%, 30% in Guild Quests, killer effect of 30% outside of Guild Quests. You're never going to get this out because he is a Captain Killer, but does have 50% in Guild Quests. And then what else? Oh yeah, he's also immune to Paralysis, which you would want to have for that Guild Quest. Has the increased element chance against Soul Reapers, alright. Damage to paralyzed enemies of 40%, Poise, and then lastly, the booster skill. So, yeah, the one thing that obviously we're all tired from normal attacking characters is how Flurry plus 2 is always being gatekept for Guild Quests, unless we're talking about a gauge unit like Momo or Nemu. That kind of case, where they already unlock the extra flurry just by activating the gauge, where this guy just gets it from Guild Quest. Honestly, if you guys ask me, I think that this guy needed Diminisher replaced for the 80% attack boost. I want to see that skill come back, and I don't understand what's stopping Caleb from doing so, because I think that this guy would just be a spectacular character to have with, and it's unfortunate that doesn't get it. Oh yeah, his soul trait is also a normal attack damage of plus 35%, 37 because of the attribute tree, but you guys get the point. So yeah, with this, he has, okay, not including the links I have on, from the skill, 80%, and the soul trait, 35%, so he has 115%. So yeah, when it comes to rocking this character in Guild Quest, you easily want to give this guy more full stamina damage boost as possible, so yeah, let's just go ahead and get to showcasing this character in PvE content, and then we'll showcase him into Guild Quest as an off-killer booster. So, this is the setup I have on him right now, but I'm going to change that up real quick. Alright guys, so here's the setup. We are running a Golden Chappie, and Debate, all with 30% attack. Full stamina damage boost links like Tosher, but you guys get the point. I do have full stamina damage boost and attack, so you guys are going to see the best that we can do out of him in, like, epic grades, and of course PvE content, so let's get to it. Now, we will not have access to the increased element chance until we bring this guy in co-op, but on the team we are going to be bringing this Power Shunsui because he does provide 20% more normal attack damage to power characters, so you can think of it as like a Mugetsu buff. It's kind of sad that we don't even have a universal buffer for like normal attacking characters that buffs all of them. I would actually like to see that in the future for an ad units, but yeah. Besides that, we're just bringing this guy for more normal attack damage, and we're going to be bringing Rukia just to get faster cooldowns when moving in between the quest areas, because she is the only power character to have this right here on the 6-star skill. I know 1000-Year Blower Soifun does indeed have the skill, but it's via the defeated enemy bonus, and I'm not looking to get the cooldowns back when moving in between the quest areas by killing off the enemy mobs with Soifun. So with that, I think we just can go ahead and get started and see what this guy can cook up with. Okay, here we are. Don't auto, bruh. But yeah, that's his SA1. It is an 18% shave, as you guys can see, so it does push back a little bit to gain some distance, but like, thankfully he only gets it like once every 8 seconds. Whereas his SA2, on the other hand, it's gonna be like an 800 AoE all around him, and then he has a 975 distant AoE SA3, and this will be your strong attack for being able to debuff. So yeah, with just the boost active, yeah, we're hitting like 130k. Okay, I lost the full stam, but we can get it back thanks to Rukia. Oh, never mind, I thought she has a stamina recovery. Okay, never mind. I can just heal up. I forgot we could do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait until the SA3 does come back, just to see what we can do. But yeah, this guy can hit pretty consistently. Now, obviously in PvE, this is way too goddamn easy. We gotta bring him into like the harder stuff, like upgrades. Obviously Guild Quest. And now, let's just go ahead and boost ourselves up and debuff and see what kind of damage we can dish out. Alright, hold on. Jeez, 200 plus K, not with the debuff, active, boost, yeah, that's really good. But yeah, as I stated, the debuff only lasts for like 1 wave and no other additional wave. So like, that's the kind of thing that has always sucked about debuffs on release. But now, I'll definitely say, I feel like with how epic grades have gotten harder, and with Guild Quest being a thing with separate waves, I think that debuffs have now gained quite the amount of value when it came to using the characters in there. I'm not even gonna cap. So that's kind of why I see a lot of value when they released Asnot. Now, let's see how he does in epic grades. Okay, here we are in epic grades. Funny enough, Asnot does have killer this time around because we're up against Kenpachi, who is a captain. And here, he does have the ×3 damage multiplier rule, so he's going to be just fine when it comes to using this guy solo in epic grades. And here's the setup. The setup is the same with the accessories and the links. The only thing that's different is the familiars. Considering we do not even have a familiar to buff up normal tag damage, I went for like knockback and attract resistances with nothing but full stamina damage boost. So that's all you guys really need to see here. We've got like 60% extra full stam in total, so this guy's going to be hitting very hard against Kenpachi at 1.5. Okay, here we are. First things first, I want to be able to debuff and then buff. So that way, we'll get the most amount of damage from Candy, because phase 1 is just as long as phase 2 and phase 3, so that's kind of why I'm... Yeah, look at him! Jesus Christ! What he is doing to Kenpachi! If this guy had the attack boost, oh my god, I'd be so happy right now, trust, when I say this, because I feel like we need to see the skill again. It's just... Caleb is leaving it buried under the ground. Like, it's so stupid. I mean, we want to be careful to not get hit, because if we get hit, goodbye damage, we lose all of it. But it's not a problem, because this is a very easy epic grade. Just does a lot of attacks. Let's debuff and boost one last time, and we'll be done with this epic grade. Hold on, we just gotta dodge around a lot. Boom, boom. Dodge, dodge, attack, and we're done. Yeah, that took like 54 seconds to clear. That's actually really good. I'll be honest. Obviously, it's going to be harder with a solo as Nodt in general once we're done with this type of epic raid. But just the fact alone that this guy can boost and debuff simultaneously is so good. Like, you guys have no idea. You'll get a lot of the harder ultra epic raids done faster just by having this character and one of your friends is using this guy right here. Like, do you guys understand the value that this guy's providing despite being a guild class bot? My god. Alright. I did say I would bring him into guild quest, but before that, why don't we bring this guy into lane slot trials and give this guy long stride? Let's do that. Okay guys, here we are in lane slot trials. Now, the setup is the same, just that I did swap attack for long stride, so this guy is going to be a bit more speedy to use here, but yeah, besides that, we'll have a little less attack, but honestly, this quest is going to be so easy that we don't even have to worry about it. Oh, by the way, we also have increased element chance this time around because we're up against Soul Reapers, so we'll get to see a little bit more of the damage to paralyzed enemies that Asnot has going for. So first things first, we're going to boost ourselves, save the debuff for once we get to the boss, and oh right, we have paralysis puddles, so we don't even have to worry about getting screwed over here, which is very good. Alright, hold on. Yeah, the boss died in just a couple of hits. Pretty easy. And against the Soul Reapers too, we're gonna have a much easier time at being able to kill these guys right here. So yeah, that being said, I forgot that we have underground enemy mobs here, but thankfully we're not nuking with this character, so I think it's fine to run a complete offensive setup. But yeah, just stick back and just snipe with your normal attacks, and there you guys go. He'll just get the job done. Just be careful for Rukia. Hey, we're recreating the Rukia versus Asnot fight, except I'm the normal attacking character, and I'm paralyzing this Rukia. Alright, let's just be a little bit careful here. Ooh, this is a dangerous kind of spot, because the boss can literally spawn right in the middle. Yeah. Oh, that was lucky we rocked against Kuka. Wait, this guy's process doesn't last long, I just realized. Yeah, okay, he doesn't have Debilitator. My bad, I forgot that he didn't have that. Honestly, yeah. I think it would have been fine to have Debilitator, but at the same time, I can see why he did not pick that up. It's just so that way, in case Asnot procs first and Candace does not get the proc, that paralysis is not going to last as long. And it'll just mean that you'll still have another chance of being able to proc paralysis with Candace. So, you know, that's actually a bit of a smart take for a Guild Quest normal attacking character. So, yeah, I'll give credit where it's due. Alright, let's debuff once more. We should be able to kill off Keyskate. There we go. Yeah, I didn't even realize this guy did not have Debilitator. I'm not gonna cap. Okay, now let's just start using the Soul Bomb a teeny tiny bit. Obviously, we don't complete... Oh, God, I lost my full stand. Can I get it back? Yes, I do. There we go. And Queen C, Ichigo is down for the count. Boom, 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 boom. And there we go. We're done. So, yeah, that's Asnot for you guys. I'll definitely say he feels a lot of fun to play as a normal attacking character. I mean, obviously, he's ranged, so obviously, ranged characters compared to melee characters are going to reign supreme, as they are the faster normal attacking characters to auto with and just feel a lot more comfortable to use in manual plays, as you can keep a safe distance and just tap one button constantly. or just hold down one button constantly. So yeah, there's that, and now let's just bring this guy as a supporting character in Guild Quests. Okay guys, here we are in Guild Quest. Now, while we may not have Range Captain available to us, that doesn't mean we cannot showcase this character in Guild Quest, because while we're not capable of getting his maximum damage output, we can still bring him for one thing: his support value. This guy boosts on the SA2, debuffs on the SA3. If you do not have a ranged normal attacking character such as Tenjiro for this Guild Quest rotation, you can use Asnoth as a substitute mainly for the boosting purposes that he provides, and then just cover yourself with another normal attacking character like the Mind Halibut. And in this case, for showcasing what Asnoth can do, I am going to be bringing Byakuya and Zangetsu for the first run, and then the next run, I'm going to replace Zangetsu for the Mind Halibut, which I got from tickets not too long ago. With that being said, let's just go ahead and see how I have the character set up. Byakuya, I have the Badge Plus, Misanga Plus, and the Human Killer sticker, 2 SP, 1 Focus, Max Transcended links right across the bat with full stamina damage boost and damage to paralyzed enemies. So that's all you guys need to see right here. Zangetsu, he has the Mugetsu link, and the reason why I'm bringing him is to give Byakuya this beautiful skill right here. 20% Heart Attribute Soul Reaper strong attack damage, and it will stack together onto him. And then lastly, Asnoth. Now, one thing that you guys need to take into consideration is that he does not have complete status immunity, so when you're bringing this character in any given Guild Quest rotation, if you do not want him to be frozen, it is best that you do give him one of the freeze immunity links, and this Fierce Battle Shuhei will be able to do just that. You don't have this Shuhei, use the Tech Jushiro. He has the same link, and it will work just fine. And anywho, when it comes to off-killer rotations, it doesn't matter how you build this character up, because you're only getting the range damage multiplier, and you're never getting the killer effect rule, meaning that Asnoth will not even do as much damage. Like, he's essentially just going to be fodder, but once again, you're bringing him because of what this guy can do. Nothing more, nothing less. He's not there to do damage. So you can completely bring this character with no accessories, and this guy will still be able to do the job of being able to support. I just gave him accessories and links for the purpose of aesthetics, realistically speaking. The only link I want to have on this guy is the Shuhei link right here. So that's pretty much it. Anywho, we're going to be doing one run first just to showcase his AI in terms of the consistency that he can do. Because he's not going to be able to spam his strong attacks as much, and he will consistently use his normal attack stream, which in my opinion is going to be very important. So let's just go ahead and do a run in Nightmare and showcase him. I already have the graphics set on max, so you guys will see the strong attacks in action from this guy. So let's just go ahead and get started right away. So the first thing that Asnoth will do is going to be able to boost. So there we go. And then he does the SA3 when he gets close, and then we'll just start spamming his NAD, just like that. Oh, by the way, he's not even spamming his SA1. Yeah, look at this. This is some good AI, wow. Really good. Yeah, okay. Consistency is definitely going to be there, and I cannot wait to showcase him once Range Captain does come around. So, yeah, I think now's a good time to reset and actually start getting serious and do a good run. So, let's just go and do that real quick. Okay, getting right into it. Let's use the SA3. Nice. Okay. Nice. There we go. Let's use the EX move into the SA2. Nice. Okay, there we go. Well, at least we got 50 seconds. Could be better, but honestly, I'm gonna take it for what it is. But yeah, as you guys can see, Asnoth came in clutch with the debuff. We got to one-shotting a bit more with ease on wave 2. Obviously, not the best run. It is better to have Tenjiro on the team over the likes of Asnoth. But, like, you guys see what I mean? This is a good sub to have if you are missing the main DPS NAD unit, especially one that can boost. Obviously, as you guys can see, it is a bit annoying to go through the extra waves, and my Byakuya is max incentive, but imagine he was 1-5. Yeah, I can see this being a little bit more annoying, regardless of all things, so it would still be better to have a NAD character that can do damage. And let's say we don't want to bring Zangetsu in this case. We can choose to bring the Mind Halibut, who is another normal attacking character and is premium. Oh shit. This might cost us the run. No. Oh no. We came so close. Man. If I didn't lose my full stamina damage boost, oh yeah, we could have cleared all the extra waves. But look, man, I'm not sitting down to do another run with this, just because with Byakuya, it's very RNG heavy at the end of the day. So rather than do that, why don't we go and swap Zangetsu for Halibut? Let's do that. Okay guys, here we are, second run, and this time around we are bringing Halibut as our normal attacking character instead of Tenjiro. And this is how we have her set up and ready to go. So Golden Chappie, and the Killer Sticker, all with 30% attack. These two characters are 5-5. Shunsui is 2-5, but you guys get the point. All with level 10 attack. These guys have 500 attack bonus ability. And yeah, we have 5.5k attack onto Halibut. She is 1-5. I did get her from BBS tickets at the end of the day. Never summoned on her banner. And with this, I do indeed have full stamina damage boost and damage to paralyzed enemies as the bonus abilities on this character right here. So yeah, thankfully, because Halibut is premium, this will help make ranged human guild quest a lot better to run overall. So yeah, that being said, with Asnot, I have now placed the Mugetsu link, so that way Byakuya still gets that little bit of strong attack damage. With this team, we are missing 20% additional strong attack damage, but we should still be fine when it comes to clearing the guild quest as a whole. So with that being said, let's get started. The setup is the same on Byakuya though, so nothing more to discuss here. Let's get into it. Alrighty, getting right into it. First things first, let's use the SA1. Nice. Can we one-shot with our SA3 here? And that's unfortunate, we couldn't, but that's okay. Let's just go and use the Soul Bomb into SA1. Very nice. SA2 into the SA1. Let's use the EX move. And yeah, we're just about done with this guild quest. 49 seconds. Wow. We really needed that extra strong attack damage for the 50, right? But yeah, this is an actual doable run, just like that. But now we have ourselves a normal attacking character that can help us out here. So with this, we'll be able to take down the extra waves with a lot more ease. But yeah, as you guys can see, Asnot will help out a lot in terms of supporting. This is the one thing I like about this character. And notice how, besides the SA2 and SA3, he only uses the SA1 just a couple of times, which is very good. So for ranged captains, I have really good expectations for this guy. But we'll have to wait until next month. Anywho, just like that, all the extra waves are done. And we won. Yeah. Definitely, Asnot is going to be a character that I think is going to age well in the long run, especially for Guild Quest. And outside of it, well, he still is going to be a nice normal attacking character that you can auto PvE content with at the end of the day. So yeah, that's Asnot for you guys. It's a shame that we can't showcase him right now into Ranged Captain Guild Quest. When that time does come, I'll definitely get to showcasing this character around that time, hopefully. But yeah, great supporting character. I'm glad that he came out the way he was, minus the lack of the attack boost. But other than that, I do like this character a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and all that good stuff. And I hope to see you guys all in the next one. So this has been your boy, the Dash Smasher, and I'm officially signing out. So take care, lads. Bye. Sayonara. Ciao, ciao.